Hello everyone and welcome to Wolfside channel. Today with a special topic, we are going to the North Risar Dungeon. So fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, we are going on a tough ride. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first we go into this very awesome looking dungeon. And oh yeah, and we are also looking in the barrels, because in the barrels there's maybe some very rare stuff. For example, some skill books, some Risar skill books, or some other very expensive shit. And I guess the Star World will increase the loot over time, over the next years. Maybe something new will spawn in there, I don't know. But mostly the barrels are mostly empty because someone was here, I guess. But it seems a little bit strange, because sometimes even the loot is empty when no one was entering the dungeon beside our group, for example. And like, what the fuck, where's the loot? So let's go deeper into the dungeon. So in Mortal Online 1 it was like there was also Risar slaves, Risar berserkers. What the fuck, Mona? Yeah, we are currently making a LAN party still. So in Mortal Online 1 there were Risar slaves, Risar berserkers, Risar soldiers, Risar commanders, Risar chieftain, and I guess some more I just forgot right now. But they had different loot tables, and most were easy to kill. Even the Risar commanders were easy to kill alone, but killing a Risar commander alone in Mortal Online 2 is a pain in the ass, but it's possible. So, yeah, something changed a little bit. The Risars have a little bit more health, it seems. They hit a little bit faster, and they are a little bit more pain in the ass. And they don't have such a huge variety. I mean, yeah, we have also the Risar archers, but also something more have changed. I mean, the loot in the Risar dungeon is a little bit better, in my opinion, than it was in Mortal Online 1. So, now even the normal Risars can drop a decent amount of grain steel, so you can actually farm steel in the dungeon. It's not so effective like if you would collect granum and extract that. But you can get a huge amount of steel out of there, so farming in a Risar dungeon is also very viable. So if you have a steel shortage in your village, then come to the Risar dungeon and collect some steel. And if you have the Thurza Risar Clade gift, it doesn't have an effect here. So yeah, the Risars will still kill you. And that is also something Star Wars needs to learn. If it's not working, if it's not in the game, then don't have a skill or a clade gift that is in the game. Because that really drives people crazy. Just for example, I have to answer newbie questions all the time about why is this not working? And then I'm telling the new players, like, yeah, it's not working because Star Wars has not implemented that. And they are instantly pissed. I mean, what the fuck do you expect? Okay, but there's another topic. Let's look closer to Risar Dungeon. And it looks like a fucking maze in here. Like a dark maze straight out of Mordor. I guess the thing that this place really needs is two hobbits running around with a ring here and trying to throw that into a campfire. Also, in case if you're wondering, yeah, I have a steel weapon and a steel armor on. And as you can see, the damage is pretty decent from the Risars, but if you can parry that, no problem. And you can make decent damage with steel weapons, and that you drop grain steel is awesome because you can make steel out of that, and then you have basically your free weapon in there. The heads of the Risars weigh a little bit much, so if you go in with a bigger group, for example 4, 5, 6, 7 people, that is enough to carry the stuff out if you go completely deep into the dungeon and then out. With 4 people, it's just perfect to go in there and out there, because you can go to the end and you can go to entrance again and you're fucking full. So 5 people also works. 6 people you maybe have to chill at least 2 minutes in there. The Risars also drop the Risar ears. They weigh not so much like the heads, so this is perfect, and you can carry a lot of them. So basically, even if you go in there farming alone, and not recommended, it can really go horribly wrong. If you have 2 Risar archers on your ass and maybe a normal Risar soldier, and they are just smacking you to the fucking moon. Maybe we can make a Risar commercial video. The Risar Spar is directly between 2 big mountains, and it looks like a maze. It's fucking awesome. It looks like Alice in Wonderland maze. And with other elderly people, you can collect books there. Everyone loves books. And if you got such a book, it's like you won at a bingo. So you can have stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks of gold. So please come to the Risar Resort. We have cheap prices and a good health insurance. Okay, that actually sounded a little bit mad. I will stop here with that shit. And if you drop these Risar books, what's also pretty interesting is that you have for example, the Risar handle and the Risar shaft, for example. Oh, shaft. Oh no, what I mean by that, of course you can, for example, drop the Risar hammer, but you can use that also with a twisted handle, which is awesome, or you can use that with the Risar handle. So if you want a decent Risar hammer, for example, you will need 2 of these books. So you better camping in the dungeon 24/7, otherwise it will not possible for you to get that. So all in all, the Risar Dungeon is a cinema-like experience. It's close to the gates of Mordor, and danger awaits you every corner. The Risars want to kill you. The very good thing is that the Risar's not bugging in walls anymore, or very rarely bugging anywhere. So they really improved that, and holy shit, thank you Star World, holy shit. So I don't know what I should say here, so I would just sing something. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. I rather sing than commentary on this dungeon. I won't get any dime from my insane rhyme. Oh yeah, that was sick. That was sick. And 83 head, so the Risar is giving me head. No, I'm giving the Risar head. Oh my god. Okay, we are drifting up in too much bullshit here. It's always in the dungeon videos. I'm drifting up to too much bullshit. I don't know why this is the case in every dungeon video, but that is really strange. Another strange thing is when we kill the Risars, then we will get more loot. With more loot, we can go deeper into the dungeon. And after that, we can have some very good gear. We can refine the steel. Hello and welcome to the Slingshot the Wolfside channel. So people always wrote, yeah, please don't cut the dungeon videos and stuff like that. So yeah, we don't cut it. But I don't know what else I should talk about. So here is a cat gif that shows how I cut the videos. Yeah. Awesome cat, awesome. That reminds me of the spinning change. Henrik said that spinning in PvP will be a little bit less. Does that also mean that the AI, for example, the Risars don't have a 360 no-scope ability like the Risar archers? And one little side note here, you can get very good trinkets in the Risar dungeon as well. For example, from the Risar King, of course, but also from the Risar Commanders. But be careful, you will run into PvP often here in the North Risar Dungeon, because many people want to farm here, same like the Minor Dungeon, same like many kind of sewers. But what I really like about this dungeon is that it's light enough that you can fight here without having a torch carrier, and that is very new to Star World, that they implement something like that you don't need a fucking torch to do anything. If I'm looking back to Mortal Online 1, you couldn't do anything without a designated player that is carrying a torch. And that was often shit for the player that was carrying the torch, because gameplay was nearly nothing beside holding a fucking torch. But now it's much better. They really learned from that mistake, from that very big mistake that they ignored many years. But now finally they changed that everyone who goes in there can have a gameplay experience, and not one guy is carrying a nonsense torch along the way. I mean, yeah, I get it. Dark dungeons, oh, they are dangerous, they are dark, but gameplay wise, it's just fucking bullshit. If you need someone who's just carrying a torch, it's fucking bullshit. So yeah, it's good like it is now. Hopefully we will get the lanterns. Henrik also said we will have carryable torch-like stuff or light sources that we can do on our belts, that we can have both hands free and have light for the very dark dungeons. So this could also work. So this would be awesome if they would implemented that, and then dark dungeons is completely okay. But without this mechanic, dark dungeons is just no. So this dungeon here is very light, and this is awesome. And yeah, sorry that I didn't record the sound of the dungeon here, but there were many voices in there as well. But the sound design of the dungeon is awesome. I mean, if you hit someone and it really sounds like you're in a cave, in a room, in a system, in whatever shit. And yeah, that is very good. They really did a great job on the sound design. And yeah, please always check these chests there and the barrels. There could be some very good loot in there. So I guess this was it for the first part. We are nearly half through the dungeon. So more to that on the second part. So please leave a like and subscribe as always, and ring the bell would be awesome. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course: Carmel, Professor O, Lukario, Anonymous, Slamif Gaming, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Mip, Cologne, Bulldog, you, and all the others, of course. And always remember to make North Risar Dungeon hard. Party hard. And see you all next time. Goodbye.